Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I came here to heal, I came here to grow. Lesson in love, they helped me let go. I chose this path, I chose this time. Everything I need, I hold inside. So you're either winning or you're learning, but don't you dare think that you're failing. Welcome, and welcome back to another episode of Seeing with Your Soul with me, Tisha Michelle, your host. All right, so the last 2 years, I have been learning so much. I've been learning about myself. I've been learning about my likes, my dislikes, my obligations, my choices, other people, the past, the big picture, just learning all types of shit. However, I wasn't always looking through the lens of learning. I was actually looking through the lens of failure, shame, sprinkle a little bit of guilt. And then it was like one day, I just started honestly remembering who I am, remembering who I was, the things that I accomplished for myself, the ways that I've assisted like other people in like their accomplishment. And it was like certain memories were flashing through. And I it was interesting because like a particular memory would like pop in my head and I just like started smiling. I was like, yo, I've always been her. I've always been that chick. Like and I would just like really laugh and smile. And it felt really good because those 2 years, I mean, it was probably a little over 2 years. There were a lot of dark times in there where you would think that your girl has never overcame anything, that everything has just been like horrible and and it wasn't. And those flashes and with me smiling and feeling good, it created this space for like other things to like to come through and some solutions to some things where I just felt like there was no solution and I felt like there was no solution. And I know you could relate to this. It's like you're focusing so much more on the problem that a solution, there is no solution. I can't get there yet. I got to keep obsessing over this problem or this situation or this obstacle, whatever it is that you're looking at in the lens you're looking at it through. Because 9.9 times out of 10, when something happens, we're not instantly saying, "Oh, whoa. Oh, I'm about to learn something through this. Let me just step back." I feel like that takes practice. I feel like that takes like learning like yourself and going through a lot of stuff. But when that's always been like the baseline, like that's your default, yeah, there's work, there's practice to get to that. So most of the time you're just like obsessing over this problem, this thing. So there's no space for anything. And that was where I was in for actually it's been a little over 2 years. And like I said, then one day I was just like, wait, what? Girl, get it together. I was like, you're tripping. Let's flip this whole thing like right side up and like get out of your own way. And that's really what it is, because if you really think about it and put yourself into like whatever, may be going on in your life right now. And this doesn't mean that you're struggling or, you're in survival mode, which very much could be the case, but you also just may be in a place where you're like, I'm good. I'm content. I feel great. But there's this part of me that wants more, and that's okay. It's not about just saying like, but I'm good and everything is great and, feeling guilty for like wanting more. Like two things can exist at the same time. And the part is like our soul wants to like expand. It wants that expansion. So yeah, you could be like, I'm good. I'm actually great, but there's still a part of me that wants something else. That's cool. It just means you just want to continue to like grow. So maybe you're in that position, but you're in your own way because you're not allowing yourself to be appreciative of where you're at, but also take the necessary step to move forward or to try something else. So it's like you're in your way. I seen this thing, this post, and I can't credit who it was because I don't really remember. And but it said that sorry. I'm actually recording right now, guys, in the car, and there's this big, huge bug on the window. I was like, "Wait, is this?" Because the way I'm looking, I was like, "Is it on the inside or is it on the outside?" It's on the outside. Thank goodness. Whew, focus. Stay on track. Bring it back. Sorry, guys. Um, so it said, if no one's coming to save you, then no one's coming to stop you. I said, that's a bar. And that brings me back to being in your own way. So if we have that saying was like, look, you're just sitting there waiting for somebody to just to come over and just like save you, like you're a damsel in distress. Like no one's coming to save you. You got to get out there and get it, whatever it is. But also no one's coming to stop you. So it's like, wait a minute, the only person that is stopping you is you. Like, so who's in your way? Who's stopping you from making a change? When you really really think about it, you're like, "Oh, it's me. I guess I'm waiting for permission from someone, from who? You don't need the permission. Like, who's stopping you from applying for a different position at your job? Like, who's stopping you from putting it in? Even if you're looking at it and you're reading the description and you're like, "Oh, I don't have that experience." Okay, but is anybody stopping you from applying anyway? No. What did they say, like, white men in America, like, mediocre white men in America, like, you wanna tap into that energy because they know damn well that they're nowhere near qualified, but it doesn't stop them from trying. It doesn't stop them from putting it out there, but we'll, like, talk ourselves out of it. So, like, the job's not stopping you from, applying, and even if it was like, "Oh, well, you need this," and you're like, "I don't have it," apply anyway because you're just showing yourself that you have audacity. You have no idea what might happen. Right. Who's stopping you from wanting to switch into another industry? Maybe you feel like you've mastered where you're at. But you're like, "Oh, but I don't know. Look at my age. I mean, I've been doing this for a really long time. People know me for this. I don't know. I mean, starting all over in something different and learning. Okay, who's stopping you? You. You're stopping you. You are the only one that's stopping you because even if you have people around you saying like, "Oh, you should stay here and you shouldn't do anything," that's them. That's their own fear, that's their thing. You don't need their permission. And if they've never done it in their life, they're only going to talk to you from what's familiar to them, and they're going to talk to you from their fears. That's where they're gonna talk. But ultimately it still boils down to you to be able to do it. So you're in your own way, just like I was in my own way. And I still catch myself and I'm like, girl, get out the damn way. What is your problem? We got things to do. We got things to make happen. So it's like, yeah, no one's coming to save. So as much as like you can sit there and just be like, oh, like, I'm so tired of this. I wish this would change or I like want better, but you're not doing anything. Is it like you're secretly waiting for someone to come save you? And yeah, spoiler alert, it's not happening. It's not happening. Like it's up to us to change things. And I went through that space of feeling, a little embarrassed of like, wait a minute, you've helped so many people. You're the one to have all this stuff. You get all these downloads and da 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 da. But you low key been like sitting here like a victim, like I don't know what to do. I don't know. You know what to do. You just got caught out there because you're always trying to figure and have the solution to everything, and things didn't go the way that you just knew that they were gonna go, and now it's like you're bruised and you're like, "Wait, what the heck?" So for me, I allowed that to put me in like a state of paralyzation where I wasn't making any moves or wasn't doing anything because I felt like I was holding on by a not even a string, a thread. And you know how like faint threads are, like that I was holding on by a thread. So if I made a decision to do something and that went off of track, it would crush me, like, completely crushed me. So this was what I was thinking. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't just, like, slowly do this, take this baby step, take that baby step. I was so paralyzed that I was like, even taking this baby step right here, and that was the wrong baby step or wasn't aligned, yeah, nah, we not doing nothing. What ultimately that says, and if you can relate to that, is what you're saying is you don't trust yourself. I wasn't trusting myself. And if I can't trust myself, shit, who and what can I trust? And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't never lived like this. Get your shit together, Tisha. Get your shit together. So, I had to say, you know what? Okay, boom, this is what I'm gonna do. And like in real estate was like the biggest thing on it, and that's where I was just like, I'm not fooling with any of this stuff like anymore, blah, 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 or until this, all this stuff that I was making up. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get another property. And that was in February. I was like, I made the decision. I'm like, I'm getting back in the game. I was like, because I took myself out. I took myself out the game. And when I think about that, it's like, damn, you didn't even really give it really a chance. Not say I didn't give real estate a chance. It's just when you're thinking about certain things and you decide, that's not for me. You took yourself out the game. Nobody took you out. You took yourself. And when you think about it, you're like, damn, that's just weird behavior. Like, why would you take yourself out of the race? Why would you take yourself out of the game? Like, you didn't even allow anything to even really happen. And for me, things happen, but I felt like they were so special to me. And then when I started talking to other people and they were like, yeah, yeah, that happened to me before, or this happened. But when they attached it to it, it was like crazy what was attached to it. I was like, wait, that's not even my story. Like, wait, I'm not special in that sense. Like, that didn't just only happen to me. And I was like, oh my God. They're like, yeah, no. Then they started telling me their different stories and stuff. And it did make me feel good. Not that they went through it, but it made me, that they had that experience. It was from the aspect of like, wait, they're still alive. They're still moving forward. They still haven't been able to overcome that. So it was like, oh, it's kind of like when you're looking for proof of concept of something, you're like, oh, a lot of times when you're thinking about like, that could be a theory. That's, it's not real lived experience. I got to have a proof of concept. But when you can see someone or you're in proximity to somebody that's, close to you in whatever nature, you're like, oh, you got through that? Oh, I'm not the only one. You experienced something like that? Oh, okay. So yeah, so February I was like, I'm gonna get another property. I'm putting myself back in because I took myself out, and I made that declaration to myself in February, and then in March I found the property, and I feel that I'm like, oh, this is a unicorn one right here. Everything, it was super smooth. They accepted the offer. I did like 30,000, 30 something, no, 44, 47 for like 43,000 less than what they had it on. They had no business offering at that price, but you know what? You gotta shoot your shot. You gotta try your hand. So kudos to them for that. But I got it for, a lot less and it's currently being rehabbed. And I'm like, the moment that I got out of my way for 2 years, I was so afraid to do anything, anything. But here we are, we fast forward and I make a decision to myself to say, you know what? Let's go. Because everything that I experienced in those little over 2 years and stuff, I really was learning. Maybe not even maybe, but definitely in the middle of it, I definitely wasn't thinking that I was learning shit. I was just like, what the hell? Um, but then when now, like, I'm fast forward and then I'm like zooming back in, I can see all the things that I was learning and how it's like actually setting up. So even being in real estate, everything that I have went through that I was just like, let me hold it back. I'm now looking at it like, oh, I know how to do this better. And then something came up just recently with the rehab. And normally I would have been like, you see what I mean? This is what it is. I should have never did this, should have never did this. But what I actually said, which I talked about a little bit earlier, is that your default is like you're going straight to like the problem, no solution. You're not like, oh, what am I to learn? But in this case, when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is something to add to the list. Like, don't just think that everybody's this means that. So I wasn't even, bent. Now it cost me about $1,000 difference in the rehab that wasn't budgeted because of that. But I was like not freaked out about it. I was like, oh, now I know going forward, this is what to do. And it was really nice because I'm like, that's really what this game is all about. If you feel like you got a little obstacle, it's to step back and say, huh, all right, well, what's some other ways to like go around this? Or is this a situation that I need to go through? I need to face it and I need to go through, and whatever happens, just trust that I can handle whatever the situation is, instead of looking at everything that happens as like, oh, I failed. Looking at it from of a place of failure. Like, for me, I just personally, my point of view, I feel like the only way that you can fail is if you want to do something and you just decide like not to do it. I'm like, oh damn, you failed your own quest, because your quest here is to expand and is to grow. But if you try, you attempt something and it doesn't work out, like, how did you fail? You ain't never did this shit before. Like how were you expected to know what to do or how to do it or how to get through it if you've never done it before? It's like, give yourself some damn grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, give yourself some grace. So, yeah, so I'm in this space now of, because I've learned so much more, even though I've been on this like inner journey since, early 2018 after, the death of Gloria. I'm still learning so much more. And a lot of it, when you go through this space of healing and learning, and like my episode before this was just like, okay, for fuck's sake, like this healing is just wild. You got to live now. You got to take some action and stuff to even see the things that you have gone through. Like, did you learn anything? Right? It's like, did you freaking learn anything at all? And I did. I did. And I learned a lot of practical stuff. A lot of things I was like, oh, okay. And then I learned how people pleasing and like lower self-worth shows up differently for everyone, where you can be like, I don't know nobody people pleasing. I don't care what anybody thinks about anything. And then you start to see like, wait, I actually do care. Whoa. Why do I care? What's the reason behind that? So, you start, when you look at the things that you're going through, or whether it's an obstacle, you look at it as a challenge, you look at it as a problem, or just that you feel off. All of that is just ready for you to collect data. That's all that it is. It's just collecting data and then deciding to do something with that data. So I want you to really like look at your life right now, or look at the different aspects of your life, and I want you to get brutally honest with yourself and look at that area or areas where you are in your own way. Now, we say that a lot as like this saying, but I really want you to analyze it and really just be honest and say, wait a minute, I've been wanting to make this change, but I've been coming up with all of these reasons why I shouldn't. So I'm the one that's stopping me from this. Even if you've been blaming other people. But remember, nobody has power over you unless you give them that power. You hear me? Nobody has power over you unless you give it to them. And if you have found yourself giving away pieces of your power in this part of like holding yourself back, I want you to go back and I want you to collect it from all those people. And you're bringing it back to yourself to say, I am the leader of my life. I am the one who gives myself direction. Contrary to how you have been moving through life, just like me, when you really look at it, you're like, wow, I didn't direct my life here. Someone else directed it, whether it's society, family, friends, jobs, like whatever, your trauma, those things have directed it. But what would it look like if I stepped back and I said, wait a minute, I'm in control. And this control means like, not that you have to hold it tight and you got to figure everything out before it happens. And you're such in this thing, you're holding it so tight that either one, you're not making a move at all, or you're moving so cautious that you're not even allowing God, your higher power, your angel, anything to like swoop in and give you a little umph or anything, because you're holding on to it so tight. Right. So when you're taking your level of power back, you're saying, I'm taking leadership over my life and I'm going to give it the direction. And you know what? This is the direction that I want to head into, because where I'm at now could either just be like, hell no, I don't want to be here at all. Or it's like, this is good. This feels great. It's very familiar. I feel like I've mastered it, but there's something in me that wants something different, and that's okay. And it could be like, it can completely different, whether you've been, an employee your whole life in a industry and now you're ready to just do your own thing, or you are ready to pack up and leave the US and go to another country where it's a lot more manageable and you work at a hut on an island because that's all you need to do to be able to afford there, but you have spent so many years in being exhausted that you're looking for a break. Like, whatever it is, and that could be you end up in another country for, like, 3 years, and it's this beautiful reset, and then you come back and you're in this whole other thing, like, who knows, right? You don't know because you're in your own way and you're not allowing yourself to explore and to, like, get out there. Yeah, that was me. That was me too. I was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You have been so stagnant, but you have been stagnant by choice, by choice. No one is making you be stagnant." So having those real conversations with yourself, it frees you so much, and it puts you into this beautiful space of saying, "I am here on earth." As ghetto as it can be at times and as exhausting it is, I am here. I have breath in my body. I have control and leadership over my life and the direction, and I'm ready to, like, spice it up. I'm ready to spice it up. And you know what? While other people may be projecting their stuff on me, that's their journey. That is for them to work through. But you and me, we taking that power back and we're moving forward, whatever that looks like. So I want you to make a promise to me that you'll make a promise to yourself and you'll step back and you'll reflect and you'll identify where you are the one that's holding yourself back. And you, my friend, will get out of your own way. Until next time. Bye, guys.